Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bahram. I am an electrical contractor based out of Vancouver, BC. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about creating a successful business as an electrical contractor. Let's get into the video. So point number one is everything that you actually need to set up and have before you start up your business and start taking jobs. Here in Vancouver, BC, you do need to make sure that you are an electrical contractor to be able to do that. What that means is step number one is go through all the schooling and all your apprenticeship to become a Red Seal electrician. After that, you need to typically wait 1 year after that, at least 1 year after, and then you'll be able to do your FSR exam, which stands for Field Safety Representative. Now with that, you're still able to work for another company as well. But to set up your own business and take jobs for yourself legally, you will need to have your FSR. And then after that, you're able to register and pay for becoming an electrical contractor through Technical Safety BC. Then after that, you are ready to go. Now, one thing that I do need to mention is that when it comes to for the homeowners and also general contractors that are going to be working with electricians, is that you do want to make sure that they are properly done all their FSR and they are an electrical contractor registered, because if they're not, they are not technically supposed to be taking jobs, so they can cause issues. And also no insurance company is going to provide insurance for them. So as a general contractor or as a homeowner, you're putting your project and your homeowners at risk by working with someone who is not registered. Even if they're a Red Seal electrician with many years of experience, it does not matter, as they are not bonded or insured, and they're not able to provide any kind of claim if something goes wrong. Point number two is getting started. Once you have all your companies set up and you have your insurance as well, everything is ready to go. Now you are able to take on jobs. And this is where you want to go out, make your sales, whether it's through advertising, marketing, networking, and as well as obviously any kind of connections and network you have previously with any potential customers, whether they will be general contractors or someone that was going to be potentially working with you so you could grow your business. Now, point number three is why you. Why should people work with you? Why should the general contractors, homeowners go with you? For myself, as an electrical contractor, it is very competitive in the Vancouver area, as there are many electrical contractors and businesses that offer the same type of service that I offer. So that's one thing that I always like to keep in mind, and one thing that I would like to improve, and what other aspects that I can improve to make sure that I stand out, whether that's being professional, keeping up with good communication with the general contractors and homeowners, so making sure the projects are always moving forward and there's no delay on your end at least. And one thing to also consider is making sure that you're always advancing in your career to make sure that you are able to provide more value and more services for the contractors and the homeowners you work with. So for myself, when I first started out, we just did the electrical work, meaning just the power and the lighting of each home. But over time, I was able to kind of take more courses, more programs, and more training when it came to things like low voltage and communications. So we were able to do the wiring and the finishing for those type of job as well. And then for like kitchen exhaust systems, we also do that now as well, which we didn't do before. We also do EV chargers, whether it's for residential or commercial. Solar panels we have not really got into yet, but that's something that I'm also looking into expanding, as well as backup generators for homes and for residential and commercials as well. Now with that being said, a lot of people are actually not comfortable as to expanding. They have their main experience, let's say, for just the power, wiring, roughing and finishing with the lighting for residential only. That's what they like to stick with. There's nothing wrong with that, but you want to see that if you want to expand yourself, that you need to do more than what you've done before to get different outcomes. If you constantly do the same thing and same projects over and over, obviously depending on how you get your business and how you get your sales, you still have room for expansion and growth, but you are limiting yourself to, let's say, just residential in that scenario. So that's why it's a good idea to, if you're comfortable with it and if you want to, you could always expand to commercial, industrial, looking for different types of customers as well. Let's say you've always worked for the general contractors, now you could also look into working with property managers and different type of businesses like that to have growth in your business. Now point number four is be yourself. Perhaps the best version of yourself. But the one thing you don't want to be doing is put up an act, be lying to your customers or your contractors that you work with, because people can see right through it, as no one is that good of an actor. So you always want to make sure that you are staying professional, staying polite, staying very courteous as much as you can. Also, when you're giving respect, you want to make sure that you are earning respect as well from the people you work with, to make sure that you have a long-standing relationship with the contractors and different customers that you do work with. Now, my advice for someone who is going through that experience, for temporary or just for right now, you cannot do any much more about it. Try to keep your overhead expenses as low as possible. Try to do all the jobs yourself and as quick as you can, to make sure that you do get profit out of it. We're working with contractors and homeowners like that. It's almost impossible to have employees, because employees, just like your overhead costs, will be very hard to maintain if someone is just lowballing every kind of project or any kind of quote that you give them for the projects. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. Please like and subscribe down below. And in the comment section, let me know of any videos that you would like to see from me next. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.